Before we get in the video, please like, make sure to subscribe, turn on your notifications, go ahead and leave a comment below, and click on the How You Can Help, which brings up the Family Friendly Game website and gives you lots of ideas how you can help us. Thank you. Hey everybody, Paul Burry, Family Friendly Gaming, and I'm doing FFG Chronicles on COPPA. This is a nightmare. I don't know where to begin. I've researched it, I've watched other channels talking about it. I don't know where this is going to go. I am seriously concerned about COPPA. We have, as you know, we have a lot of kids videos, okay? So for those who don't know, what happened with COPPA, this is a law that started in 1998, and back then it was about, keeping children's information private on the internet, and then in 2013, they kind of readdressed the law, and they decided that, you can't keep track of cookies on people under 13. So you go, what does that got to do with your videos, man? I'm with you. So here's the deal. YouTube and Google loves to spy on people. A lot of people, I don't understand how anyone has a very good image of YouTube or Google, because they do so many unethical, immoral, illegal, criminal things. It's like obscene how messed up they really are.
What do you mean? YouTube violated too many rules.
And it's like they break the law all the time, and they sit there and people are like, they're so wonderful! Hey, raise the roof on them! And I'm like, are you clueless? Anyway, so you might be like, oh, I don't understand. What are you really talking about? So here's the deal with the cookies. Let's say you're in Memphis, Tennessee, and there's a furniture store in Memphis, Tennessee, and they see that you're in Memphis, Tennessee. This furniture store wants to advertise. So they're going to target you in the advertisement because they realize this works better than if they gave you, say, I don't know, Bloomingdale's in New York City, and you're not in New York City. You're not going to go to New York City. So you're not going to go to New York City to go to shop at Bloomingdale's or Macy's or whoever, or Seattle for Nordstrom's. You're not going to do that if you're not there. So they think, hey, we're going to target you, we're going to aim right at you, because that makes more sales. And honestly, it does make sense. The one problem I have is that people aren't really asked, do you want to share this or not? Now, the thing is, the law says you can't do that with kids. So YouTube was doing that. Now YouTube said, we're okay. We're all right. You know why we're all right? Because we asked people, are you 13 years or older? And you have to say, yes, yes, yes. I'm 13 years older to use YouTube. And everything was swimmingly okay. But 20 different children advocacy groups went to the FTC and complained. And they said, YouTube is a liar. Now we all know YouTube lies. That's pretty obvious and blatant. If you watch any of our recent videos, you know that YouTube is a complete, total, utter liar. We know that. Google lies constantly.
They're always spying on us.
This is nothing new, right? I'm not really surprised by this, that YouTube lies. So there was this long investigation by FTC, and they said, you have all this children's content. Why, big brain, why would you have children's content if everyone has to be 13 years or older to use your site? It's a fair question. If you think about that, that makes logical sense. But YouTube got fined for it. They had to pay some money. Sorry.
No, trying more
and
money.
They in the settlement, they said, we're going to change our algorithm, and we're going to throw all the content creators under the bus. We're going to throw you to the wolves. We're going to let you get run over by the bus. We're going to shove you into the bus. Right before the bus comes, we're going to shove you into the ground right in front of it. That's what YouTube has done to all content creators. What they've said is, it's not us, it's you. All of you content creators, like I said, it's us content creators. All of us are the problem. And because of us, they're in trouble. Not really. I mean, they didn't have to do these targeted ads, especially on anything that's in YouTube Kids, or anything that's identified as for kids. Okay, so what YouTube said is, all content creators must define kids videos. You must go into your videos. Oh, by the way, they're not paying us to do this work either. They're just saying you have to do it, or you're going to fine $42,000 something dollars by the FTC. And FTC said, we're going after content creators, and we're going to check YouTube, and we're going to hammer you with a $42,000 fine every single video that they find. Now, here's where things get really kind of muddy and murky. What is going for kids? And I have talked to a lot of people, I've researched a lot, and different people have different opinions. So, like for us, we went through our videos. Everything Nickelodeon, we put down, like the Nicktoons, SpongeBob, all the Disney stuff. Even though I don't think Epic Mickey is for kids, honestly, we had put that down as, okay, that's for kids. All of our Just Dance kids, all of our Zumba kids. Now, regular Just Dance and regular Zumba, no, that's not for kids. I mean, they're telling you to go to a class. That's for an adults to do. Doesn't mean a kid can't do it, but they'd have to pay for it, and how they're going to pay for it. That's where I kind of get into the thing. We got people with different opinions on like Super Mario Brothers, Pokemon. I don't think those are specifically for kids. To me, they're more general audience. So we're like, no, those aren't for kids specifically. But I don't know. I mean, we could be wrong about this. We don't know. Like I don't see as iCarly for kids. It's more of like for teenagers. Same with Victorious, teenagers. But the problem is it's going to come down to what the FTC says, what the FTC thinks. And I figure there's going to be a lot of confusion next year. And because in January 2020, the FTC is going to start coming after content creators and deciding who they're going to sue for this. Like I said, it is so confusing that I'm sure there's going to be lots of things that are going to come out in the wash. And YouTube says, oh, here's what you need to do. If it's for preschoolers, it's for kids and all this other stuff. And it's like, what about 7 to 12-year-olds? Where is that? It's like, and like I said, our channel, we make it safe for the entire family. So even though a lot of our stuff is done by teenagers and adults, it's not really targeting kids specifically, and you sit there and talk to kids differently than you would talk to an adult. So we talk like normal adults. Problem is, we don't know where the FTC is going to come, and then you might be like okay, well then mark everything as for kids. Well, see, here's the problem with that. YouTube is going to mess with the monetization advertisement for everything that's marked for kids. So you may not get paid for your hard work for anything that's just defined as for kids. But here's the other problem. Let's say you say it's for kids, it's not. You could get in trouble for that too. They can sit there and be like, you're targeting kids. You're saying this is for kids. It's definitely not for kids. How do you know? Because so you're going to get in trouble either way. I mean, content creators, there's a lot of content creators I've been talking to, listening to. They're like, our channel may be gone. We may have to sit there and just quit YouTube forever because of this. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with us because I'm not really sure. I don't know where we're going with it. I don't know what's happening. I'm already having to deal with enough other problems related to YouTube. So now this COPPA is just another one I really didn't want to have to deal with. So it's like we're utterly confused. I mean, I know we've been doing a lot more T-rated video games, 13 and older, which are definitely not for kids, right? So, but then, and I heard someone say, well, if it's got a toy, well, that's for kids. Really? Because Walking Dead has toys. Not for kids. Halo has toys. Not for kids. I mean, there are M-rated franchises that have toys for kids. I think I've seen Call of Duty toys at the store. So,
Yeah.
you see my point? Like, if you try to take that definition, there's stuff that M-rated games that are not for kids that have toys. So you can't sit there and say, well, that's a discerning factor, because it's not. I can go to the toy aisle at Target or Walmart and I can find toys for M-rated games, right? So, you know, it's kind of like it's one of those things. I said that this is kind of we're still trying to figure things out. We've gone through our videos and marked the ones we believe are for kids. You know, all the Dora the Explorer, the Go Diegos, you know, all of those. We're like, yeah, that's for Just Dance kids, Zumba kids. Yes, those are all for kids. Get it? Fine, cool. The funny thing to me is actually a lot of these videos, the dance videos, the kids dance videos that I'm talking about here. A lot of these videos, someone else is getting all the monetization money, right? So the music company came along and said, Just Dance Kids, Mickey. It's got the, hey, Mickey, you're so fine. Hey, Mickey. It's got that song in there. That's our copyright. We get paid all the money for it. You get nothing. You get zero, right? Guess what? We marked it for kids. And guess what's going to happen to their ad revenue? Woo, it's going to tank. So then they're going to come back to YouTube and complain, why did their ad revenue drop all of a sudden? What happened? The video's still there. The video's getting views. It went from 5 million to 6 million views or to 7 million views. Why aren't they getting paid? And YouTube's going to be like, oh, that's because it's for kids and the FTC. And do you think they're going to really appreciate their massive loss of revenue? I mean, they should have been paying us money a long time ago. But that's another point. So they're going to be like really, really unhappy when they find out that they're not going to get as much money from this. There's going to be a lot of unhappy people coming, probably when they start seeing the money in February from the January, they'll be like very displeased with YouTube. But, you know, if YouTube would have actually stood up for content creators instead of throwing us under the bus, they might also not have such a mass exodus of creators, content creators. And we're looking at that. We're looking at other sites ourselves because of this. So, I'd like to thank everyone for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.